Good Friday afternoon. Oh, tired today. So I need somebody to clean this mess. But, let's see here. Yeah, a lot of this stuff's got to go outside. I've been busy. I worked 17 hours down here yesterday. So, the pile of towers that was there is gone. The pile that was right here is gone. I still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 servers. Now that I figured out the easy way to take those apart, I'll probably do those today if I find my bench. All these motherboards all need to still be cleaned. I can finally show you some of this radio equipment stuff that I have back here hiding. Oh, I did have the light on. So I took some of this apart last night. But yeah, this is all like submarine looking crap. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are these doubled up or are these yeah, so there's another row back there too. And then all this stuff, and I still have some of the oh, I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I took it apart yesterday. That's what I did with it. And I got like weird stuff like this. These are all hard drives. All these milk crates here on the floor. Then I have 4 milk crates, hero hard drives, and I have, I think, 6 or 7 outside. Undecided what to do with them. I can sell them like that without the board for 20 cents a pound, or I can take them apart for the cast and the aluminum, but that's like micro scrapping. You know how I am about that. So, I was going to do a live stream today and take some stuff apart. And the one thing I was gonna, ouch, see what I mean? I walked right on the edge of that thing. The one thing I was gonna take apart on the live stream is that big box right here. But I took it apart last night on Sty North's live stream, so you can blame Sty for me not going live today. Because if I wasn't sitting on his panel, I wouldn't have went live. Or I wouldn't have went on this panel and did what I did. So, Sty's fault. That's Sty North at YouTube. Look up his channel. Give him hell. I dare you. So, another good thing I found was in this tote here, there was a bunch of PCI cards and stuff like that, which I already have a ton of, so that was good that I found those, because I got the gold off of them, and those are ready to go. There's just some little odds and end boards in here I have to go through. And then I'll have another empty tote. Most of this looks like trash. Take that little crystal off of there. But, I mean, this is like low grade, and this thing weighs 1,000 pounds because it's got that transformer on it. I got a telly. That's a weird telly there. Yeah. But, yeah, it's just odds and ends stuff in here. See all that gold on there, which I don't care about? Batteries, heat sinks, just a bunch of weird stuff. I'll probably just take this and put it in a bucket so I can get the tote. I am short on totes. Look at that big copper thing down there. Right there. See it? See it? See it? Let me shut the stand light off. So, but this tote here is also all peripheral boards, pretty much, it looks like. That's actually kind of like a backplane board. This is all like blank memory. Or a lot of this is trim memory. So stuff like this is blank memory. Board Sort actually buys this stuff. So if you're in the States and you sell the Board Sort, put that on the side. It's like $2 a pound. So, or you can just go and throw it in your gold pile. There's a piece of trim memory there. I don't know why people do that. That's a nice, what do they call these, spacer boards. something like that. That ain't nothing. But yeah, this is all just like stuff I have to go through and separate. A bunch of that Huh. This stuff set outside in the water. That's why it's brown. I got quite a bit of that stuff, so. Cool. I'll go through that later. But then the rest of this stuff is, this is my old drill. I didn't even have that drill a year and I wore it out. So, all this stuff here I have to clean yet. Quite a bit of weight in here. Even these things here, out of TVs and stuff. These are actually peripheral boards as well. I used to save these and take the gold off them, but I'd rather just get rid of them instead of stacking the stuff up. Ain't worth it to me. That's the other two barrels, the low grade boards. That's 100 pounds a barrel. Unfortunately, that stuff's only like 15 cents a pound. There's a bucket under there that's full too, so those will probably go to board sort when I go, since I got a little spot here that I can move stuff around and organize it a little bit more. I almost fell. So, Raffle Scrapper told me that I need to get my ass here and get these hand scanners done. So, I had a big stack of them here, so I took most of those apart. I still have some in the trailer. So, I'm working on it, Raphael. Quit yelling at me. One thing I did find in this, not this one. These things are heavy as hell, too. Let's see. These are all aluminum housings, too. But this thing here, what did I say this was yesterday? Communications monitor, FM communications monitor, frequency converter. Let me shut this light off so it don't glare. There. But I took this apart yesterday and I was shocked. Because what came out of it was boards like this. Look how shiny that old gold is. But when you flip this around, look at that. It's all gold. The old stuff. So this one kind of looked like, this one looked like that one. I sat here last night and peeled it apart. Took all the stuff off of it. These are tantalums. It's got the little gold underneath it. Like this one right here that's laying here. So it's a crystal, but underneath it is see gold? And I have some of those somewhere over here in a little jar. I don't know where they're at. They're over there though. But I ended up with, I don't even know, I think the 10. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how high we can go before it falls. 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, shaky. 11. Oh yeah. So we got like 11 of those boards. And then this board had like fuses and stuff on it, which also has like some really nice plating on it. So like I said, this is all old stuff, so it'll be interesting. But these here, I'll just keep them and clean them up, and eventually I'll get the gold. Look at that. Oh, I'm so awesome. I'm just so awesome. So yeah, this here stuff here I have to just go through. Got a big old tote of ICs. Some of this is PCI cards. Well, actually, I think they're all PCI cards. These are $2 a pound. I'll probably pull that little chip off of there. I don't know. But I don't know. I think these might go as telecom boards because of all the chips on them. Chris from Board Sort, if you watch this, let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it, buddy. Usually when they have a lot of chips on them, they're like telecom. But I like to double check because in these servers right here, which also Chris from Board Sort, if you're watching, they have these, what they plug in here, And I think the hard drive's plugged into them, but there's like 4 of those. So I wasn't sure if those were considered backplane boards or not. When you take them out, they look like this. So Chris said that you don't see why not. But I always like to make sure or check with Chris. I sent him a picture of it, and he pretty much lets me know. 2011. Oh, copyright. So these are all backplane boards right here. This thing's pretty heavy. This is my aisle to go through. If I was about a 1/4 of an inch fatter, I don't think I'd make it. And I'd see if these are the same thing over there. But I had to see if these will go for telecom boards as well, because of all the chip ahoys on them. I have a bucket of telecom boards, or a tote of telecom boards somewhere. I just don't know where they're at. I also have to move some of this stuff because this thing don't heat up anymore. So I think the igniter probably took a crap on it. I bought this thing like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and it still has the blue protective on it. So even this one here. But so I had to pull that apart and see if take the igniter out. And luckily, about 1.5 miles from here, there's actually a place called Serval that sells all kinds of appliance parts. So it's not like I have to go very far to get a replacement. Here's some more of those blank RAM. But like I said, they're like $2 a pound at the old board sort. So tons to do, as always. Like I said, I did 17 hours yesterday, and I hadn't put a dent in it. These stupid things, I took one of these apart. It's just a low-grade board, but like right here, there's a small peripheral board in them. So I'm just going to take that board out, and the rest of that can go to shred, because I'm not going to play with them. I got them for free, so I'm really not losing any money on them. This is all peripheral board. There's 1, 2, 3. There'll be 4 totes. This box, that box down there. A lot of peripheral boards. Lots of them. And what else we got going on here? Yeah, I've been looking for totes for, now see, I just had a bunch of boards up there. Maybe it was just these, I don't know. Let's do a memory check. Light on, please. Here we go. So, that's getting fuller. 120 pounds. So far. And in here I got some, I dumped some acid in this container here for all these little ribbon wire things. You can kind of see the gold floating around in there. So this is like day 3 of this here. And it's funny because it's actually nice. You can see it. Well, let me take it up. Yeah, see how the gold floating in there? So this stuff comes off pretty easy. I don't know if there's any on the bottom because I can't see. I'm just putting a light there for you guys. So I just put it inside here. When I first put all that acid and stuff in there, that thing almost boiled over on me. I had to run outside real quick with it. Because Sty North was distracting me. I wasn't paying attention. Today's Blame Sty Day. Yeah. What else we got going on, people? But my daughter brought me all this from work, so I can package up all Sty's stuff and protect it. These, I don't know if these are done or not. I also got to find out what. Well, this is just a large dual socket. I guess like a server board, because I think that's what it came out of. But these are all pretty much ready to go. So I have to get all these out of the way. Those are laptops. But I have to move all this stuff in. And see, like this one here, I don't know because it's. This is probably a small socket. It's probably a small socket server now that I look at it. But you know, you look at this stuff all day, every day, and kind of go stir crazy. These are all tablets. And I don't know what's in that bottom one. Oh, those are like the transform off like the laptops if you don't want to take them apart because they just have a little crappy low-grade board, unless you're a micro scrapper. Board Sort buys these too. So when I get a bunch of those, I take them in. They also buy the some brass I took off of some stuff. There's some these I'll just sell as laptops with boards because I don't really feel like taking the boards off those laptop hard drives. But Board Sort also buys these. Just cut the cord off, or you can leave the wire out, I guess. And they do buy like digital cameras. They don't pay a lot for these. I have a bunch of these way back yonder over there with a light. But they do buy those as well. So I don't know even what's under here. I got it pretty much cleaned out on that. Just some transformers. This thing here came out of that blue thing where all the boards came. This is a nuclear reactor or something. I don't know what the hell this thing is. But it's got some these are all tantalums. It's got another 3 of those crystals with the gold bottoms on it. Which, what do you do with them? I don't know anybody that buys them. But, hold on one second. Let me see if I can do this. I did it. But underneath that black cap, you can see the gold there. And this thing here, that box right here, which had nothing but basically this thing in it. Oh, it's got a motor on there, but you know how I am. Ain't nobody got time for that. I know you were waiting to hear that. But that whole unit was, on the receipt there, was $975 back in December 4th of 1980 whatever. They don't have a number after the 8. So my plan today is to finish these boards up here, put those somewhere. These all I think go in that trimmed finger card box, which goes, suck it in, which goes in here. See, even this one here has a crap load of chips on it, so I don't know if that's even could go as a telecom board. But, I try to put them in the right category, because, I don't believe in cheating anyone. I don't care. Even that one has a lot of chips on it, but, I don't try to get over with the scrap yards and, even Board Sort or any of that stuff. I try to, be on the up and up, because that's how you keep a good relationship with people. Which is, the right way to do things. I see people at the scrapyard, they're throwing tires with rims on, and, when nobody's looking, and CRT TVs and stuff like that, which, that's not cool. But I'm not gonna rat them out either, Got a couple, all my barrels are still at the scrapyard too. So, this thing here is pretty heavy with wire. That's packed down a couple times with wire. I got this bucket and all this stuff is shred. This is actually the aluminum that came off some of those things I was doing yesterday. There's a little bit of cast, some sheet. Got another bucket of those already. That goes to shred. This board I'll just throw in the shred pile. These have to be taken apart. Boards have to be taken out of those. I got a bunch of 500 and higher hard drives here. I'm stacking up for my computer guy. Those. And he buys the SATA cables. So I have a box full of SATA cables for him as well. Board Sort buys disk drives, CD-ROMs. Got a little bit of snow, not much. And then these are some of the dead soldiers that got to go in the trailer. And just to show you, I only have, here's my telecom boards I was looking for. They're all in here. So I have like 2 rows here left to take downstairs. And then from about the middle little more in the middle of the trailer, all the way back to there is all towers, all the way across. So, yeah, those all had to get broken down. Broken down. Oh, it's a little chilly out here, not too bad. This weather for Michigan in the winter has just been crazy. It was like 40 degrees yesterday. So I got some barrels here, but these are kind of hard to get stuff out of. And the trailer is, yeah, about half full. I can fill that up in no time though. Just haven't really been pushing myself to do it. Got a broken refrigerator dolly, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll probably just set up in the trailer. Everyday solars. Copper. Copper. Here's some disk drives here. There's 3 milk crates here for board sort. I was going to go the 27th, but my buddy that goes with me, he's having problems with his hips and stuff, so I don't know if I'm going to be going or not, because I don't really want him sitting for, I'm windy, 7 hours of drive time, you know, when his hips are bothering him. So, I mean, it don't really matter. I just got to shuffle some stuff around. Remember that commercial? Every day I'm shuffling. That's what I do every day, shuffling. So, that's what I'm up to. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a live stream or something in the morning. We'll maybe take one of these apart. But like I said, all these are aluminum housings. Every one of these. That one there looks kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that one with the scope. I don't know. And I think, no, that bottom one ain't going to do it. I don't know. We'll figure it out if I decide to go live. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff I want to move around today. I got to put all these in milk crates. And go from there. There's a big server right there, too. And I need to get to those garbage cans, because those things need to be sorted out as well. What's in here? I mean, just boxes of stuff. More of this crap. It's a short person Coke bottle. Like Oji-san. Oji-san could probably handle this bottle. So, yeah, see, like this stuff here, I don't mess with this. I just cut the cords off, throw this in the thing for. Yeah, there's all kinds of weird stuff in here. That whole box is cords. That whole container there looks like it's low grade as well. So, yeah. Damn. It's crazy, I tell you. Crazy. My flux capacitor is right there. These are part of those hand scanners over there. That's the one board. I just take the 3 crystals off the battery and take those 2 aluminum pieces off the end. They're only screwed on right there. And that's just peripheral. Whoa! Oh shit. We might have an avalanche. But yeah, this is just, yep, that's within there. That's another version of it. Those little tantalums, I don't even take those out. Little odds. It's a nice board. That's a nice one. So, I can. Oh shit. This ain't gonna be good. Stay there. Here's some more stuff for Sty. But, see, I mean, I have this whole tote is like ribbon wire, fans, you know, stuff that has to be cut up or trimmed up. There's another nice board down there. We're getting closer to getting to this pile. I have no idea what that thing is. Try to give you a little shot of back there for the new folks. So, yeah. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get back there. There's one of them Apple pieces of crap. Matter of fact, there's a couple of them somewhere. What am I doing? Oh, there's one there. I think there's one under that. There's another crappy apple right here. I hate apple. I don't know what that is. This looks like it needs to be sorted up. And then this here's all my connector ends off the ribbon wires. Board Toy pays 85 cents a pound for these. So these add up kind of quick. And I have two big cans, like those blue ones there, outside of ribbon wire that I had to cut the ends off of. That looks like an all-in-one. Yep. A couple all-in-ones there. There's that copper thing. Look at all the orbs. We'll just call it dust. So that I had to go put in one of my rental houses. Licensed junk dealer. Get that light off. That's right. Licensed junk dealer. When I go to scrapyard, sometimes I'll wear this and I just like walk in the back and all that stuff. People laugh. Because you're not supposed to be back there, but I'm allowed. Oh yeah, and I got some more copper aluminum ACRs, whatever they are. Also, I had to see what these are. I'm thinking these would just go as, not that thing, these things. These are just low grade. Look at those fingers on there that I will not mess with. This is bad. It says bad on it. So, got a bunch of them. I'm just making y'all hang out here. So, I don't really think there's anything worthwhile for me on these. I think they'll probably all just end up in the shred pile. Ouch! Shred pile. This stuff is sharp. But, yeah, there's quite a bit of it. I don't know if those are tantalums or not. Got some fingerlers on there, so I'll get the fingerlers off. I was taking the fingers off yesterday, but I don't know what I did with them. Oh, they're right here. Ready? Timber! They're in here, which I saved for my refiner. And then I have a bunch up here. My refiner pays like really good for these. So that's almost full. But my refiner will buy these and these here, which are those, hey Romantic, I'm repeating myself, those gold corner chips. So that little bit and that little bit is like $700. Then I gotta decide what to do with my all my ceramics. I got quite a few of the 8086s, so, but everybody gets all happy when they see these. There ain't that much gold on these people. I think it's 0.03 grams or something. People get all excited when they see them. I've actually sent a couple to friends of mine for just to put in their collection, but they probably scrapped them. I don't care. Some gold fingers on there I gotta clean up. So, but yeah, so Chris, if you're watching, or let me know if these would go as Telcom. If not, I'll just throw them in the other bin for finger cards. So like I said, I just wasn't sure on these, so I put them on the side. And if he don't answer me, I'll send him an email and he'll answer me there. He always does. So I think I'm gonna go grab some lunch real quick. Let you guys just bask in the glow. And I'm gonna get my butt to work. I didn't get up till like 11:30, or no, 11:15 this morning. But like I said, I was down here 17 hours yesterday, and it don't look like I did anything, but I made more of a mess last night on the live stream than it didn't look that bad. So let me go throw this piece of plastic. People would throw this in the shred pile, but see, I throw it outside where it belongs, in the trash. Mr. Plastic, ain't nobody got time for you. There you go. So, you guys have a good one. Hope your Friday is productive. Still have all these to do from almost a year ago. And I'll either see you later on today somewhere or possibly a live stream tomorrow. If I live stream tomorrow, I'll put it on my community tab. Appreciate y'all. See y'all later.